to you. Welcome to Streams. On this edition of Streams, I'll be sharing with you 6 ways to build ultimate life. There is a picture of what you want your life to look like in finance, in business, in your relationship, even your career and children. How do you get to those things that you desire? How do you navigate or plot a graph or a journey to go from point A to B? These 6 ways will help you to fine tune, will help you to evaluate if you already have a plan. It will set you on a goal if you don't have a plan yet. So follow these 6 ways and you will craft a plan to build an ultimate life for yourself. Number 1, what do you want? That question is a fundamental question you must answer in your quest to build an ultimate life. What do you want? Very many people will just ramble on about their idea or their vision. They have not taken time to put pen to paper and write down, what exactly do I want? What kind of resource do I need? What kind of life do I want to build? What kind of career do I want to create? What kind of business do I want to build? What do you want? You need to be specific. You need to be sure. You need to evaluate this. You can't just assume things will just fall into place. Everything that you see working, people created it and people are making it to work. And there's a part 2 to that. Number 2, what do you want today? What do you want now? Now that you are watching me, what do you want now? You see, some things I wanted 20 years ago, I don't want them now because the vision has changed. I've achieved certain things. Some things I thought I wanted are no longer relevant. I'm into international development and consulting, and there were areas or careers I thought I was going to build, United Nations and stuff like that. I got to some of those positions and I've discovered I don't really want that. I wanted a different trajectory and I took a different detour, which I'm so grateful I did. So for you, what do you want now? Some people may have an idea what they wanted 10 years ago, but today that vision has changed, that mission has changed, and they are still remaining the same. That is a recipe for frustration. Albert Einstein said, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result, that's insanity. You can't keep in the same spot while everything around you has changed. Look at business. Facebook, for example, knew what its customers wanted 10, 15 years ago. And they know what their customer needs now. That's why they are adapting. They bought WhatsApp in order to respond to other competitors from messaging platform. They bought TikTok in order to respond to the youth demographic of their customers. And they are telling you now they are in Meta now. They wanted to go into metaverse. So also you need to adapt your vision, your career, your strategies. You need to know what is working now. That's why a lot of people go out of business. That's how a lot of people get into frustration or they wreck their life because they are not adapting to changing realities around them. COVID came, you cannot use the strategy pre-COVID to deal or to move your business forward in a COVID era. So also every aspect of your life, you are either adapting, you are either reevaluating and knowing what is relevant now. Do I need to pivot? Do I need to change strategy? Do I need to reorganize or reorchestrate? Or you know what that is. So you need to evaluate now. What is it that I want? What do I want today? Number 3, why do you want it? This is where the reason, the emotion, the drive, the underpinning concept of why you want a thing must be fully understood. And on this platform, there's a video you can watch which is Understanding Your Why. You can see that here. That will give you a robust interrogatory question with which you can begin to be more specific to your vision and mission. Why do I want it? You can answer that question in the affirmative. And number 4, why don't you have it yet? This might be like a stop or a challenge for you. Why don't you have it yet? If you can answer the question as to why you don't have what you want, Then you will understand the pain point or the bottlenecks why you have not yet achieved or not achieving that great life that you desire. In 2012, before when I moved to the UK in 2009, in 2012, I took a different direction in pursuing what I want, which I fully understood why I wanted it because I'd already been doing it for years. But when I changed location, I didn't pursue it because I started listening to people in the UK who are saying that is not possible here. So it might be that you are listening to the people that will make you to doubt even to go on adventure, or people who are telling you negative things of why that business will not succeed. So you should answer that question for yourself. Why don't you have the great life? Why don't you have the great business, the relationship, the career, the vision that you want, which you have answered the question of why? Why don't you have it yet? If you can answer that question, you will know the bottleneck and fix that problem. Number 5, how will you get it? We've talked about what you want, why you want it, and why don't you have it yet, but how will you have it? How will you get that thing? What is the strategy? This is the planning, the strategic thinking. And if you check on this one, there will be videos that can help you along that side, along that line, which will help you to, put strategies together in order to go for that dream that you obviously need, or to create that life. You put a strategy together in order to be functional so that you are not dysfunctional. If you need a team, how do you systematize everything around your vision? If you want to scale from 10,000 to 100,000 to a million in your business, or tens of millions, what kind of systems, operationalization do you need to put in place? And finally, number 6, what is the first step? Analyses are good, strategic thinkings are good, but if you do nothing, then all of those thinking ideas just goes to waste. What is your first step? A lot of time, people think a lot, they plan a lot, but they don't do anything. When you have pieced all of these together, you need to take a step. As it is said, journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. What is your first step in that journey? If you want to scale to a billion, for example, you don't just become a billionaire. You need to know steps that takes you there. If you want to scale, you want to go from point A to B, what is the first step? You need to identify that. If you are to scale and grow your team to 10 or 20 members, where do you start from? Do you need to start putting together a kind of a manual, an operational manual that guides people in order to function, even if you are not there? That's how to replace yourself in a job. Take, for example, if you want to create more time for other things in your life, then you want to create a system that can replace you. But what is the first step? You know what that first step should be for you. If you need to make that adjustment, then you must identify the first step and take that first step. And you'll be on your way to creating a life that you have always dreamt of. It will go from the realm of dreams to reality because you put these steps. If you follow these 6 steps, it will take you to that destination you have always craved for or you have always desired. You might want to share this with some other people that you know needs to be either specific or answer the question of why, or you do this with your team. So be sure to share this and subscribe to this platform. There's a link on this side. There are more materials that drops every week. We can help you to skill up and to improve your team, and you can scale. So go build that ultimate life. Bye.